guys. Welcome again to another lesson. This is just a quick go through the task. So as you would have seen, you would have been released the work for today. Basically, you're completing this macro photography quiz. Can I please ask that you go in and do these? I can see that less and less people are. It's actually my way of doing the role. Please go back and revisit the other ones because I noticed that last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, I had about a third of you doing them. I am recording it. It does show me whether or not you actually are going in to do the work. So please click on today. Here it is. And you'll go through and you'll have a guess at these. So please get on and do them or go back and do the ones you've missed. So today you're opening up this PowerPoint after you've done the macro quiz and you're going through the works. Note, you're only doing slides 1 to 8. Don't go past this point. This is for your next few lessons worth of work. So I'm going to go in to that and to show you just quickly what you need to do. At the end of the lesson, you need to upload screenshots of your work. So you go into where it says hand in over here and you also post photos. So there'll be a photograph that I think you have to take at the end. So here it is, a PowerPoint, and there's step by step here. So it's a photo task, it's your appropriation task, carrying on from the work that you did last week. So we're finding out about appropriation and its role in art and photography. So here are your step-by-step lessons. Put all your work in your PPD, make sure you copy it down, make sure any answers are full sentences. You don't have to write the question if you answer in a full sentence. If I ask, why is this coloured blue? And you say, this is coloured blue because of then you're answering it in a full sentence, okay? So these are your steps. Open your PPD. Right, that's your title. Next page, you're going to have, that's your whole title page, the word of appropriation. Your next one is just a mini one, appropriation in art and photography. You can go back if you need to slow down on these or pause at any point. So these are your materials, creativity, an original idea, a camera of some sort, bits and pieces from around the home. Can you record these intentions, lesson objective, success criteria in your book? Pause now. Okay, now that you've got them in, great. So your next step, you're visiting this MoMA learning page. So if you click on here, you're going to go to a site and have a little read. I want you to read through this information on the page and you're finding definitions for these words: appropriation, juxtaposition, alteration, and challenge. If you're unsure of juxtapositioning, think of placing two things side by side so you can see the differences. A boy and a girl, black versus white. A really tall person next to a really short person to see differences. So next step is, in your own words, explain how appropriation challenges the notion of originality and authorship. So how, if I go and take someone's work and change it, how does that change originality or authorship? Does that become my work or is it still their work? I'm taking their work, I'm changing it, but it's still not my original idea. So in your own words, how do you think appropriation challenges this idea? In your response, I want you to consider how these works, the works that you saw last week where people were retaking old photos, how does it push the boundaries of what it means to be an artist or a photographer? Does it mean I have to have ideas, or can I just rip the ideas of other people? Or do I have to change them? What are your thoughts? Write that down. Pause now and get your answer down. Welcome back. Next one, step 4. I want you to add this page of notes into your PPD. So an appropriation definition, there we go. Using pre-existing objects with little or no transformation. And here I said Michel Duchamp, I mentioned this, all he did was put a moustache on the Mona Lisa, call it his own. Here's some other appropriations of mother and son. The Minions, my kids love Despicable Me, and there's a Star Wars one, okay? So how artists borrow and change these works. Next step, you're going to click on this link in your PPD. This is the question. I want you to watch this short video, and then watching it, can you jot down 5 points that attempts to answer this question? Do you think that appropriation is good or bad? Is it good that we can take things that are already made and change them? Or is it bad that we're not having original ideas? And the last slide is, you're back to this website. Well, this is a new one, sorry. I want you to read through the lesson. This is a lesson set up by another teacher. And I want you to answer these questions. So when does appropriation occur? obviously do you have to have a picture or an existing artwork? What is the difference between borrowing and stealing? So I can borrow things in art, but am I allowed to steal? Do you think I need permission? Or would that permission look like? And how do these terms relate to appropriation in photography? Could I get in trouble if I stole something opposed to appropriating it? Hint, in appropriation, normally we tell people that we have taken a work and changed. When you steal, and a lot of musicians do this, they might borrow or steal the music of someone else and they get in big trouble for it because it's not their own idea. Next one, define cultural appropriation. So this happens all the time, cultural appropriation, where you might see something and take it on board, certain styles, filter through our globalized economy. And then you're going to, the last bit is, while on this website, I want you to look through the project steps because this will be our next lesson where you're actually going to do something familiar and make up your own one, your own practical task. So you're going to look at famous artworks, and I'll just go through that quickly while we're here, and you're going to make them. So this is the theory bit, and the next 2 lessons will be a bit more prac. So this is our stop point for today. The next ones are for week 4, but I'll quickly go through just so you have an idea and you can start collecting up some of your materials. So next week, in our next lesson, you're going to actually choose one of these works, either American Gothic, this is American Gothic here, and here's how someone's appropriated, The Great Wave, here it is, of Hiroshima, or Starry Night, and here's Starry Night and how someone's appropriated. And you can see you can just arrange objects. You don't need people, or you could do something with paper, with toys, whatever you like. But you are photographing your composition or your arrangement. So next lesson, not today, next lesson you'll be choosing one of these, this one, or this one, and recreating it. And that will be your entire lesson. The lesson after that, you're going to go back and you're going to then have a look at some other ideas where you pick your own artwork. I'm giving you one. You can just choose an artwork and you're going to upload the artwork plus what you've done. So they're your next 2 lessons, and they're both practical lessons. So I hope you have fun with this, guys, and can't wait to see what you do. Don't forget to make sure you're finishing your research task. That's due very soon, week 4. And any questions, please let me know. See you later.